Hi everybody, I'm Todd Banner. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm just going to address something that I got a question and a comment about, and that is how do you photograph the sun? And the commenter was asking how you do it with the ZS200 or ZS100. So what I thought I'd do is talk about that, because last month I bought a solar filter. So this is it. See, you can't see through it. It is actually an Indy 1 million. How many stops is that? I'd have to think about that math. But at any rate, it really lets practically no light through. But when you point it at the sun on a lens, and you have your exposure set right, you get a pretty decent image of the sun. So first thing I did with it is using my G9 Mark II and the 100 to 300 millimeter lens. I put it on there and just went out on our balcony and photographed the sun. You can do this handheld because probably should have looked this up. I'll put the information on the images that I show. I think it was 800 ISO, 1/320th of a second, and f8. But I'll put that information into the images I'll show. So I was able to image the sun, and you can see sunspots. But to do it with the ZS200, earlier I had done a video about using filters on a camera with no filter threads. So I use a step-up ring, and this is right now there's a 67 millimeter polarizer on this thing, and I just pop it on to the front of the lens, and I use electrical tape around the inside of the step-up ring to give it a snugger fit. One thing though that I've just noticed is that on the filter side of the step-up ring, the electrical tape has kind of bulged out a little bit, and so there's a little bit of adhesive on this relatively cheap polarizer. So you need to be aware of that. If you're going to put a filter on this and you do this method with electrical tape, you may find that you're going to get some adhesive on there, which should come off with lens fluid, but I would probably be a little careful if it's a really expensive filter. As far as the solar filter, I got this on Amazon. It was right around $60. I think it was listed under the brand name Helios. If you read it on the side of the filter, it is Celestial Optical. That's not a lot of money to spend if you want to photograph the sun. I was thinking that I would photograph the eclipse, but if I want to get the total eclipse, I would have to drive from Chicago down pretty close to Indianapolis to do this. And I just got an email from the paper today asking me to photograph a gathering of people in a local park who are going to be doing this. So I'm going to be here. So I will get photographs of the partial eclipse because we are outside the area of totality. So images, let me just pop these images up. First, I'm going to show you the results from the G9 Mark II with the 100 to 300. And you can see the sunspots. It's, I would have expected a few more sunspots, I guess, given that the sun's pretty active right now. And the second shot is taken with, and I just did this today, I went out with this ZS200 onto the balcony and photographed the sun with that solar filter. Now here is the cropped in on the G9 Mark II 100 to 300 version, so you can get a closer look. And nothing wrong with cropping an image like this, because not a lot of detail. And second is a cropped in version of the ZS200 image. So essentially, that's pretty much what you got to do. It's probably easiest, especially if you can take a video. If you're going to take a video of the eclipse as it progresses, or a time lapse of the eclipse as it progresses, you're obviously going to want to use a tripod. So that's it for this video. If this was helpful, useful, hey, hit the like button. Big help to me. And if you have any questions or comments, pop them down below. I'm Todd Banner. I will see you next time.